So you may have heard the term short squeeze in the past, and it might have just went into your ear and out the other because you didn't know how to trade it or how to spot opportunities when it comes to a short squeeze. So in this video, what I'd like to share with you is what exactly is a short squeeze and how you can possibly and potentially capitalize and profit on a short squeeze. So first, before we can profit from a short squeeze or capitalize from a short squeeze, we need to understand what a short squeeze is. Now, in general, in the market, we have two types of players. If we draw a line right here, you have the longs and the shorts. So you have buyers, and then you also have sellers. So all these people up here, they are technically buyers. They're looking for that stock to head higher. Now, the people down here, they're looking for that stock to head lower. They are sellers. Now, the sellers typically, in general, unless they're buyers that become sellers, in general, the sellers who are looking for that stock to go short are borrowing shares from their broker. So they'll borrow the shares from their broker, let's say 100 shares. If the stock is at $50 a share, they'll borrow it 100 shares at $50 a share, looking for that stock to head lower. And when that stock heads lower, they will purchase it back at, let's say, $40, making a gain of $10 per share. So that's what these people down here are looking to do. That's the short sellers. The buyers, or the longs actually, in general, they want to buy the stock long and then later sell it at a higher price. So this concept most people understand. So you have these two types of players that play in the game, and they're on different sides, and they're always pooling, tug of war, and battling against the stock. And this is what helps move that stock in one direction or the other. So then what is it that happens in a short squeeze? Well, when the stock starts heading lower and lower, as these shorts down here are making profit and the longs might be losing some money, as the stock starts heading a little bit lower, you start having value buyers coming in. So you have more buyers start coming into the stock because it may be a great value to purchase that stock. It might be at a lower price. So now these buyers start coming in and they're purchasing that stock, and that stock starts heading a little bit higher. And this forces some of these short players down here to purchase their shares back, and this helps accelerate that stock to the upside. As that stock continues moving up, more buyers start stepping in because they say, hey, this stock is starting to bounce, it's starting to get higher. So you have more momentum, more energy coming in, and that stock continues to go higher. Eventually, these other shorts start losing more and more money. As they start losing more and more money, there's more blood. There's more, they say, squeezing that short. So you squeeze the blood out of the short. More of these people have to come in because they're taking a huge loss on their position, or it's hitting their stops. And then all the rest of them have to come in, and it creates a huge pop for that stock. So basically, in summary, what's happening in a short squeeze is that you have these value buyers that come in, and also everybody else that was short is forced to come in because that stock starts to head higher. And that's kind of what happens in terms of the short squeeze. So how is it that you capitalize on this? So how do you find these stocks that are more prone to short squeezes? Well, first off, you're looking for stocks that have a high short interest. So the more percentage that the stock is short, the more likely it will have a short squeeze. And this is just the sheer fact of the balancing, the tug of war that happens. So the more people that are short, the more that bounce, or the more skyrocketing that you can have if that stock bounces. Now, it may not bounce. It may just continue to sell off further. But if you're looking for a bounce, if you're looking for a bounce opportunity, you want to see a high short interest. And then once buyers start stepping in, then the rest of the shorts may have to be forced to purchase that stock back, which helps accelerate things. It helps move things further to the upside because otherwise they'd be in a heavy losing position. So as you watch these heavily shorted stocks on your radar, you start looking for these bounce opportunities, and you'll start seeing the sway and momentum and the sway in the energy. And that's when you can get into these short squeezes and capitalize them to the long side. Now, these runs may only last for a short, brief period of time, depending on market conditions, depending on the stock, and so forth. There's a lot of other factors that you should look for. But really, if you're looking for a certain idea or guidance to kind of get you started into looking into the strategy, then that's where I would start. Remember that there's a lot of different ways to make money in the market and a lot of different strategies, but not all of them are right for you. If you don't like this strategy or you're not comfortable with it, then you should definitely avoid it. But on the other hand, if it gives you an idea to possibly capitalize on it or to start looking for opportunities, then it's another strategy that you can put in your toolbox and use it when the time is right. Thanks for joining me and for watching this video. And if you want to continue learning for absolutely free, then just click one of the thumbnails right below this video where you can continue your education, or you can even subscribe to YouTube right here by clicking this button. Now, if you want to condense your trading education to speed things up and have something all in one spot, then take a look at some of the courses that I have available at tradersfly.com. But if you want to see the stocks that I'm watching in the current market conditions that may break out higher to the upside, or maybe great shorting opportunities, then take a look at the rapid recap. And by doing so, you just click this link right up here. And when you get there, enter your name and email address, and I'll be sure to send you the rapid recap when it is released. Thank you for joining me. And remember to do what you love, contribute to others, and most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you next time.